where we transition from purely mental drills to integrated cognitive motor exercises. Today's focus is on cross-lateral brain exercises, the ultimate tool for synchronizing hemispheres for superior cognitive function. These movements, where you cross the midline of your body, are not simple physical activity. They are a direct line to strengthening the corpus callosum, the thick cable of nerves connecting the left and right sides of your brain. By improving this communication highway, you can enhance everything from coordination and balance to complex problem-solving and rapid information processing. This lecture gives you a foundational 5-minute body-based cognitive calisthenic to dramatically sharpen your brain's holistic function. For maximum mental performance, your left brain, the center for logic and sequencing, and your right brain, the center for creativity and spatial awareness, need to communicate instantly. When communication across this bridge, the corpus callosum, is slow, you incur a high cognitive switching cost. This cost manifests as slower overall processing speed, poor physical-mental coordination, and a tangible difficulty merging your logical and intuitive thinking. The why behind the why is that the brain defaults to using the most efficient, familiar side, leaving the cross-hemispheric pathways underdeveloped. The core problem is that most daily activities are unilateral, one side at a time. We need to deliberately force both sides to communicate under pressure, and cross-lateral exercises are the most direct way to do this. Cross-lateral exercises are deceptively simple. They are defined as movements that require the left side of your body to cross the vertical midline to engage the right side, and vice versa. Think of touching your right hand to your left knee. Our core mythbuster here is that this is complex gymnastics. The fact is, the movements themselves are easy. The cognitive exercise comes from the effortful, simultaneous mental command required to smoothly coordinate opposite limbs across the midline while maintaining balance and rhythm. Why is this a powerful brain-sharpening tool? Because the corpus callosum is directly responsible for coordinating these cross-hemispheric activities. By consistently pushing the speed and complexity of these movements, you literally increase the thickness and efficiency of the nerve bundles connecting your two hemispheres, improving data transfer speed and overall cognitive processing. Training your cross-lateral skills delivers 3 profound superpowers that unify your mind and body. First, increased processing speed. As you strengthen the corpus callosum, the speed at which information transfers between your analytical and spatial hemispheres increases dramatically. Why is this a superpower? Because it means you can process information faster, from understanding a complex diagram to reacting quickly in a conversation. Second, you gain enhanced motor planning. The ability to coordinate complex physical movements translates directly to better mental sequencing and execution of multi-step plans. The why behind that why is that the same frontal lobe areas used for complex motor commands are also used for high-level executive function. Third, you achieve integrated holistic thinking. By forcing unity between the two hemispheres, you facilitate the seamless blending of logic and intuition, leading to more creative, well-rounded problem-solving. To maximize the cognitive benefit of these exercises, we use the CBR method. The method systematically layers challenges on your nervous system. Step 1 is C-cross, 1 minute. Perform the core cross-body movement slowly and focus entirely on smooth, accurate execution. Step 2 is B, balance, 2 minutes. and the crucial element of balance while performing the cross movement while standing on one leg. This dramatically increases the load on your cerebellum and vestibular system, which is high-resistance training for motor control. Step 3 is R, rhythm, 2 minutes. Perform the movement with an internal count or external rhythm, and then gradually increase the speed. This is the how within the how for pushing your processing speed to the limit. The combination of coordination, balance, and speed provides maximum hemispheric communication training. Let's begin with the first minute of the CBR method, C-cross. The goal is pure, slow, deliberate control. Your foundational movement is the classic cross crawl. Stand up and for one focused minute, slowly and deliberately bring your right elbow across your body to touch your left knee. Then repeat with your left elbow to your right knee. The key is to ensure you actually cross the vertical midline of your body and focus entirely on the smoothness of the movement. You are consciously forcing the communication across the corpus callosum for the first time in this exercise. Pause the video and try it now. Give this minute your complete, focused, deliberate attention. If you noticed the movement was slightly choppy or that you had to consciously think about bringing the elbow fully across, you successfully engaged the high-effort mechanism. The friction you felt was the corpus callosum responding to the demand for continuous, high-volume, cross-hemispheric signaling. Why is this slow, deliberate cross movement so important? It ensures the entire nerve pathway is activated smoothly, rather than just relying on momentum. The cross crawl is the simplest way to directly train the communication bridge. This is the cognitive equivalent of forcing a two-way flow of high-speed data across a bridge that normally only handles light traffic. The poorly done approach is to let the movement stop at the hip. The well-done approach is to make a full, smooth sweep across the body's center line. Now, we move to the high-resistance phase, B balance. We are adding the element of balance to dramatically increase the cognitive load. Your task is to perform the cross crawl while balancing on one leg. For the first minute, balance on your right foot while simultaneously touching your right elbow to your left knee. Then, switch and repeat for 1 minute on the opposite side. The moment you introduce balance, you force the cerebellum, the brain's coordination center, and the vestibular system to work overtime to stabilize your body, all while the corpus callosum is demanding complex cross-body signaling. This is the high-resistance zone for integrated cognitive motor function. Pause the video and try it now. It's okay to wobble. That instability is the workout. If you found yourself momentarily pausing the cross movement to regain your balance, you experienced the high load. This drill demands intense proprioception, your sense of where your body parts are in space, which engages the cerebellum for moment-by-moment error correction. Why is the addition of balance such an effective sharpening tool? Because it forces your frontal lobe to allocate resources across two competing, complex tasks simultaneously: complex motor execution and stabilization. The how within the how is that this dramatically increases your brain's capacity to handle multiple, independent, complex tasks in a real-world setting. The poorly done approach is to let the wobble stop the cross movement. The well-done approach is to maintain the cross rhythm despite the wobbly balance, pushing the limits of your integrated coordination. It is time for our final consolidated recall exercise. Pause the video now and retrieve the answers to these 3 key questions about cross-lateral training. Welcome back. Let's review the deep knowledge. The specific myth we debunked is that these exercises are complex gymnastics or dance. The fact is, the mental command is the high-effort part. The CBR acronym stands for cross, balance, rhythm, and the goal of the R step is to increase the speed from maximum processing load. Finally, the bundle of nerves that connects the 2 brain hemispheres is the corpus callosum. Pause the video and recall those 3 answers one final time. The myth is complexity, CBR is cross, balance, rhythm, and the connection is the corpus callosum. Brilliant! The grand conclusion of this lecture is that the best cognitive exercise is often a physical exercise that demands continuous mental attention. By using the CBR method, you are directly strengthening the physical link between your brain hemispheres for superior processing and coordination. Your action plan is to dedicate 5 to 7 minutes daily to the CBR method, always pushing for speed and accuracy. This physical-mental integration is the final frontier of cognitive sharpness.